to subscribe and click that bell icon to get notified of my latest uploads. Hey guys, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. So yesterday we did that power plant station, nuclear power plant station, whatever that thing is, station or plant. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was actually kind of fun exploring a new POI. And then today, I actually want to see if we can do a little bit of farming, and then the only thing is I won't be able to go too far because as soon as this collapses, it's going to make debris. So if I do the farm all the way up to here, the farm can get destroyed or damaged. And then we started this at the end of the last episode. I think just do this for if your screen is sharp. I still don't have my forges on, so I want to get all of this done so I can turn those back on. Unfortunately, I only have like 121 and I'm making 10 more pressure plates. And you need way more than that to be able to really do anything over here. Because I think there's 72 blade traps. And so each one needs 3. 1, 2, 3 for the blade trap. So we already need like 240 or something. No, 210, sorry, 210. And then also remember the corner ones take 6. So yeah, that's a ton of pressure plates. I said last episode that I actually want to do the blade traps over here as well on the wall, but I'm afraid I'm going to hit them. The also other reason why I won't be able to do this is because I want to put the electric fencing over there. Unfortunately, this area isn't big enough to do the spider net, because that also slows them down. So I want to do the one that Z Nation did in one of his videos. It looks like a curtain of electric fences. So as they stand there, they slow down as well, which is going to help our wall. The whole point of this is the zombies break their legs or get their legs chopped off. And then a lot of them, if they are on all fours or crawling, they don't do any damage over here since they actually stick through the wall. And then those that do not get killed or legs cut will get stuck in the electric fencing. I just hope that the frame drop isn't too bad. To know that the frame per second can drop insanely, even in vanilla mode. And now with Starvation, you saw your last episode as I was driving the mini bike, this world struggles to load sometimes, or it generates very slowly. So now, especially with this thing that causes lag in vanilla, it's going to be insane. Okay, so we're going to have one extra, and that's the one that's going to be under the ramp. Should actually move that ramp now. Only problem is I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to do this jump. Is it going to be strong enough if I upgrade this? I doubt it. It needs to go in there, so the bottom 3 needs to be removed. But as soon as I do that, this is going to be too heavy. So what we could do, that keeps that up so we can take these away. These 2 can go now. And then that also holds up. So the problem is if I do, I think I'll be able to do 2 more. Yeah, these help these hold up. But then again, that one can hold 6. 1. Oh no, that's not the one we should be looking at. We should be looking at these. So if I take these away, this one's going to be holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is possible. But for now, I'm just going to leave this to help out. Okay, so I mostly have a screamer problem on this side. So we'll start with the pressure plates on this side. And then see if we can get them connected as well. Just hope we don't get a horde or anything now. I think I already had my dog horde, so the only horde I can get now is we can get a pack, wolf pack. It's been a very long time since I've had one of those. Phew, for a moment there I thought it was a horde again. It sounded like it was right behind me. Anyways guys, I hope you guys like the sound now. I have the mic very close to my mouth. Just far enough away so you can't hear my breathing, but close enough so the sound actually sounds a lot better. I noticed that when I replayed the video of the last episode, I actually sounded more energetic as well because you could actually hear me. Ooh, this is a horde. If there's a runner like this, yeah, there's a horde over there. Let's just go kill them because they're going to start doing damage. Also, I like killing these outside because if you kill them here, the bodies despawn. I also like killing them apart from each other. Because if you kill them in a bunch, then some of the corpses will disappear on top of each other. This bat is actually quite awesome. I sometimes have the hang of it where I can one-shot any zombie perfectly. But other times I can't get the rhythm right, especially when they're running at night or sleeping. Okay, I think that was the last one, hopefully. I should actually also repair these walls. This is slight damage, but some of these blocks are quite horribly damaged. And I also wonder, do these go, if they break, if this one breaks, does it go to concrete or not? Because I can't believe that the screamers do that much damage, that they can go through 9,000 HP with a wall. I'll need to go small boulder hunting again so I can start stocking up on iron again. Because not only do I need 800 iron bars, I also need, I think it's 10 forged iron per pressure plate, so that's also quite a bit. It's a shame I only have 2 sides done with this now. I should have actually done the north and south side, since that's mostly where I get most of my screamers. I don't really get screamers on that side, except maybe there on that corner. We also have to decide where we're going to put the relays, because all of these need to be connected. I think I'm going to have a ton of relays on the inside of the wall now. I think I'm going to put them up there. Because here the zombies can still reach them, but there they won't be able to. And then each relay... Damn, I'm going to have a ton of relays. Or maybe not. Who knows? But anyways, what I intend on doing is connecting that relay to the middle one over here, or rather to the first one on the left, and then daisy chaining them, whatever you call it. So this one's connected to the relay, and then connected to these two, and connected to the blade trap. So whichever one of these three are stepped on, this blade trap will turn on. And then obviously the corner one will have way more chained together. Okay, let's just quickly get rid of these bodies. The smart yet effective thing to do now would be to connect all of these to their respective plates, and then these connect them all to a switch and just leave them on when I have my forges on. But that's going to use so much gas. That's why I say that's a little bit expensive. I don't actually have a ton of gas. I need to go back to that power plant and dismantle all those cars. Also, there are cars in the army base over here, so I should do that as well. I wanted to leave that for the streams, but I don't know when I'm going to be able to stream again. I desperately want to, but unfortunately my internet isn't of a nature where I can actually do that. Okay, so, do any of these have clay in them? Doesn't seem to be. Damn it. It's a shame this one can't do the same. It only has these recipes. Because what I want to do now is I want to put a little bit of iron in here. And then I want to make more forged iron, because I'm going to need that for the pressure plates as well as the relays. So, clay. Just keep those separate. Okay, so that's going to be 1,000. Forged iron is half. So since this is 1.3, it's going to be 650, so it's 56, 130. We need 130 clay to offset the iron. Like so. And we're just going to put about 15 minutes worth. That should be more than enough. Hopefully when we come back we'll have enough forged iron to do the relays, because that's the most important part at the moment. And then everything else we can drop. What I could do for iron, instead of going for the small boulders, is actually mining on the right over here. I'll show you guys what I mean now. There's actually a ton of ore, even in this line over here, in this tunnel. As you can see, the zombies started digging over here and over here. I just noticed that the zombies weren't coming to my base. Only a few of the Wandering Horde showed up, so when I came here, they're actually messing it up. See, there's a ton of iron and stuff over here. The only problem is I don't want to make too many holes before I'm able to really plug this side of the farm. Because if this whole part collapses now, any Wandering Horde will be able to fall into this hole. At the moment it's nicely covered up, and then there's wooden frames everywhere else, so they can't fall into the cracks. Okay, so the way I have this designed, I'm just going to show you guys this, is on the sides there's going to be 2 wooden frame rows, like so. And this is going to stretch all around the farm. Remember guys, this is only half the farm. So this farm is going to be massive, it's going to be epic. Just want to do this. Okay, so that's going to be 2 rows. Is that a horde? Or just 1 zombie? Anyways, that's 2 rows, and then the first one will only be 1 row of this. 2, 3, 4, and 20. Because there's going to be 2 rows of frames over here as well. Come on, just fall in so I can kill you. She's going to get annoying. Come on, no, aim for the head. Bullseye. Okay, let's just make a few more frames over here. That's way too many. I think 200 would be okay for now. But yeah, each row is going to be 20 long. And then this is going to be like so. Okay, so according to the Excel spreadsheet, it's going to look like this. And then I just have to get some water buckets because there's going to be a ton of water filling to do over here. The farm itself is going to be a full-time job. Let's just do this. I only get a small piece done by now. For now, that will be okay because I just need a little bit of farm space to work with. So this one's going to be designed a little bit differently. Instead of doing the ground over here and then water in between, because I actually wanted to go for ground, water, ground, but that's just too little water. And then ground, water, water, ground, it's going to look ugly against the wood. So what I'm going to do is water, and then ground, and then water again. So we're going to do this, and row. And it's going to be repeats of this all the way to that side. Also guys, I do intend on doing that bandit base as well. It's just that I don't have the weapons to really take them on at the moment. If I had a sniper rifle with a scope, because the scope's the hardest part to get of the sniper rifle. If I had the scope, I'd just snipe them from far away and then invade the base. But for now, I don't have any weapons to really get close, and it seems like they only have rifles, so I'll be at a disadvantage if I go to over there now. I think I'll plant the crops off camera, because what I want to do, I know it's not necessary because they don't spawn in water, but what I want to do is dig this up 1 layer and then put frames there and then put the water inside. Then I know there's absolutely no chance of zombies spawning down here. Although they don't spawn in water, so that just it seems like a waste of time. Oh, just noticed something. I couldn't understand why this was all so light. I put this up last time. Damn. You guys should tell me, does 150 gamma look better or does the 100 gamma look better? Because I'm just used to this darkness in the game. It's a shame I don't have any water buckets on me now. I think you can get more or less an idea of how nice it's going to look over here. I should actually do 1 more row. I think let's just do 1 more. Like this one over here, it's going to be nice. On the other side, it's going to end exactly like this, but the reverse. So this is going to be the wall, and then it's going to be water and ground and the wall. Yeah, let's just quickly do this over here. Because as soon as these are up, this is more than enough to start my farm for now, because I only really need potatoes and corn. I have a ton of meat, so then I'll be able to make a ton of meat stew as well. Oh wait, there's iron in here. What I could do is dig out the iron and replace it with dirt. I'll just have to make more dirt, because I actually have just enough dirt to cover this whole farm. And I already misplaced 1 block, so I'm going to have too little dirt. I wanted to say too few, but that doesn't sound right either. I wonder if there's any multiplayer servers out there that the lag will be okay for me, like ping 200 or something. Because at the moment, single player is nice because no one bothers me, but multiplayer, I've never actually done true multiplayer where someone mines, someone builds, someone explodes, because I love doing those things on my own. But I mean, having someone help me with a farm, for example, that would have been nice. It's so tedious placing blocks and then just placing dirt and then upgrade. Everything is so repetitive in this game. I even said in Max Fox's one video that the whole, even steel's way too expensive in this mod. I mean, if they just made it so you either get a little bit more out or it takes less time, then sure. But if you do big builds like me, then it's a waste of time doing steel. It's just going to take way too long for way too little result. Okay, so this is enough. 10. There's 5, so it's 100. I can plant 100 crops. I just need buckets of water. And then let's quickly upgrade a little bit. Because I watched a guy's video, I think it's Boric Plays or something, where he explains how to use the power plant. So next episode or the episode after that, whenever I have time, I actually want to go back there and then try it out, but I just need steel rings. You're apparently supposed to get steel rings at the plant, and I don't recall getting those. I have the uranium, but not the steel rings. So I'll have to craft a few of those in the smith station, I think, or the big anvil. See, this looks nice. And then in the middle, on this side, and in the middle on this side, I'm going to have the same setup as I had with the last series with the solar panels and battery banks to power this whole side. So this one's going to cover half on this side, and this one's going to cover the half on this side. I actually also want to replace this whole wall, either with, I don't know, I want to make it all stone or all wood or something, just the same color. Because, for example, that actually looks ugly to me. There's actually no real need to do that. Let's just check up on the iron that we're cooking in the forge, and hopefully we have enough for more forged iron. Because I want to have those blade traps activated or active now. Okay, so we're going to have to... Yep, okay, that's about 30 relays. That's more than enough. And we don't have to have a relay every 3 of those pressure plates. Wow, I keep forgetting words today. We don't have to have a relay for each of the 3 pressure plates. We can have like 1 and then 12, no, not 12, 9 later, another one. So each have like 4 or 5 sets of pressure plates. You'll see once I start actually connecting them. Now over here, this one doesn't need this many engines, and I should actually pick up all the gas. The only way to do this is actually picking this up, because it's only fueling the lathe at the moment, and I barely use the lathe ever. But we're going to need this gas for the relays. I'm actually going to have to put this upstairs or something and make this nice thick pillar so the zombies can't break it down. Because if I put all my generators up here and it breaks, oh man, that's going to be bad. Okay, so let's just see if the wall needs... It's actually going to take too long to repair it. It's really a shame that even with a nail gun it's so slow. Especially when you're repairing steel, damn. I actually do have enough steel to do, I think, half one side or something. But I don't want to upgrade it to steel now and not have blade traps activated. You know what? I think if we have this side connected... Yeah, that's going to work. If this side is connected, because then we have at least have the blade traps helping us out, I'll at least make this side steel. So then at least half the, or one side of the base is starting to get steel. I mean, if a screamer gets those blade traps and doesn't lose her legs, then she deserves to break the steel that I put in. Also guys, I'm only going to go back to the... Just one more. I'm only going to go back to the nuclear power station and when I really need... Well, I'm going to go for the cars definitely, but for the consoles over there, I'm only going to go back when I run out of electrical parts. So then at least I know where to get. Oh, almost forgot about the 10 I was crafting over here. Now, I can make 6 more pressure plates or relays. I think relays are a little bit more important at the moment. Electric wire, let's make 30 for now, 31. We're going to need all of them anyway, so why not? Okay, so let's start with this in the middle. So that we know we're doing... Damn, John, you're an idiot. For some reason I thought the relays were going to be crafted on me. Where was I making them? Yeah. No, yeah. We need about 10. So for now we can check up on these while we wait for those. Also guys, I actually advise you to do 2 chicken coops to get way more out of it. I think doesn't matter how many chickens you put in, you'd only still get 13 and 13. But now I've got 26 thanks to having 2. And sometimes even if you have a ton of chickens, they barely ever do any feathers. Okay, come on. Just one more. Okay, this should be enough for one side. It's actually the only side we really need to do it on at the moment. If we're going to do the steel, we'll come back down for the steel if we do that. Damn, I have a ton of eggs. I wonder what the limit on the eggs are. Or is. I wonder, is it 250 or 300 or 500? I'm not quite sure. Okay, so right in the middle. And remember I said we're going to put it up there. Hopefully when it's steel over here and a zombie cop explodes, it doesn't take this with. Because we might just need to add like a pole or something over here so it blocks the explosion from reaching the relays. If the relays go, we're going to be screwed. Okay, so that's for 3, and then on another set. How are we going to do this? Let's just start connecting them as well, then we have more or less a clue of what's going on over here. So this one is going to be connected to this one over here, this one to this one to this one, and then this one to its own blade trap. Okay, and then at the end we can just connect all the relays like that. Yeah, now this one, I think, let's just do it like this. From 1, we do a few, and then we know exactly where to start with the next one. So for example, since we finished with that one, put over here. I just don't know how far it can stretch, so that will tell us how much we have to do in between. How many you can actually really connect to one relay. I think it's going to be like 5 each. It's not really going to be able to go that far, especially on that side, since it's going to stretch a little bit further. On this side it works to our advantage since we start from the left side. Also, I want to keep it more or less even, so before we go to the other side, let's just do, before we do one more, let's just go to the left a little bit as well. Well, a way to stretch it a little bit further, I guess, would be to do it from on top of the wall. That's if you can nicely aim for the pressure plate. For example, there's 5 connected now. If you do this and you want to connect it to that one over there, the blade trap's in the way. But if you do it from up high, let's see if that works. But if it does, then we can do 7 per relay, which is really going to help us out. So this... Oh! Damn it! That was a waste. I wonder if this one got damaged now. Okay, so that one... 1, 2, and 3. See, 7. Damn. We just have to make sure that this side is protected now, that one relay is protected. Because if that one relay gets destroyed, then almost the whole side worth of defenses fail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a corner one, 6. So that one's going to have 5, this one's going to have 6, and the middle's going to have 7. We could do it a little bit differently, but I think we're going to keep it like this for now. This works out perfect. So, do the next one. This side's the easy... Oh, almost again. This side's the easy side because it's it's a lot closer to this one. See? Since it starts from the left... Oh, damn, I just messed up. Just messed up. I'll fix that now. That one was already covered, so we're doing this one next. So first, do this, 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 and then this one to this. See, so on this side, unfortunately we can't do this whole corner on one. Well, we could actually. It's close enough, so why not? I'm just afraid that they won't all work because it's just connected through one relay. Like the relay is taking on way too much power. But then again, if we don't do it like I want to do it now, we're going to have to put 2 relays, one there, instead of just putting one over here. We'll definitely have to do something to protect the relays, guys. I mean, especially if I do it in the corners like I want to do now, it's just going to be such a waste. If this one corner relay falls, this whole corner over here will be destroyed. So in that sense, it's actually better to do the relays a little bit different, like 1 relay, 2 relay. I'm actually confused as to which one to choose now. Damn. I think as long as we have this relay protected, then it's fine to do it. So what we can do now, half block. 1 for the corner, and then 3 for the middle. I'll show you why 3 for the middle now. Just want to have this one over here. Like, no. Oh, upside down. So we copy this one. And then the relay can go straight on top of that. Come on. I know, guys, I'm talking a lot this episode, but it keeps you guys in the loop of what I want to do with this build. If I cut too many scenes out, then you're going to get confused about what's going on. Okay, I just need to remember that I'm also going to have the electric fencing over here. This side's going to be difficult to do. That side it's easy because I can just dig underneath the wood. But I'm going to have upside down fencing over here and then fencing underground, and it's going to be connected. But like the electric fences are going to be on top of this wall and underneath the wall. Exactly underneath. Because remember, the zombies run into it over here. It doesn't help me putting it here and they escape it by standing in this block over here. Although, being in this block, I wonder, is the... Oh, no. It'll have to be underneath this, because if it's here, the electric fence is going to be in the exact middle. So there's way too much space for the zombies to stand here without being shot. Guys, we still have a ton to do with this base. So, at least there'll be a lot of content to watch. It won't get boring easily. Oh, the reason I did 3 for the middle, if that protects it, then I'll be surprised, because if a cop stands here and explodes, it might get from the side. So just to be safe, we do this. The corner is a lot easier. I should actually do it for the corner as well, but it's actually going to look a little ugly. It's a shame they don't have the half triangle blocks. Can't even say ramps. Just so that we can nicely cut it off in a diagonal way. Let's just quickly get some crops as well and see if we can get a bucket. Do we have buckets? Only one. It's not going to be enough. Although I could do that water trick and make it go on forever. Only problem would be finding water. The hotel is water. Which one's closer? The house. Wait. Is there ocean? Yeah, it's the same distance more or less, so we'll go for the house quickly. We just need to fill one bucket and then we'll actually be able to fill almost everything else. Also guys, as soon as those blade traps are up and running, I'm going to try a horde over here. Even though we don't have the electric fencing yet. And then with that horde, we'll be able to see, do we really need the electric fencing or not? Because the thing is, like I said, electric fencing causes a ton of lag. Although I'm not going to have it to, connected to any switches or pressure plates or anything, so that might reduce the lag a little bit. Remember, if you put on all your traps beforehand without pressure plates or switches or anything, well, a switch you'll have to use to put it on, but even without a switch, if you just switch on the generator, it's going to create a frame drop for a few seconds, and then it's going to correct itself. But with a pressure plate or a motion sensor, every time that pressure plate or motion sensor sees it, it creates the same type of lag of switching everything on in the first place. Which is a little bit bad if you think about it, because every zombie creates lag then, not just the turning on of the base. Okay, so what we need, definitely need this. But I'll see the sunflowers we have a ton of wheat grain for now. Actually, I'm not going to grow everything. Corn seeds we need, and potato seeds. Like so. Coffee we have a ton of. Golden flower, okay, goldenrod. So what we're going to do now is use the water trick and see. Hopefully they didn't take out the water trick. Okay, so Screamer's contra up. That's empty. Okay, so let's see if this water trick works. Throw a lot. Okay, time's up. So I'm going to plant everything off camera. But like I said, you throw a lot. You pick up the corner. Don't pick up in the middle because it picks everything back up. You dump it and then you take a corner again. And you dump it. See, it keeps creating more and more and more water, and sometimes it refills the water in between if you're lucky. It's going to refill it now, come on. Oh well, it just creates more work for me. But at least with this I'll be able to make the whole farm, just with one bucket of water. Come on. Almost. There you go, and there you go. Okay, so now I can just start planting the crops. You guys, so you more or less have an idea of how the farm is going to look. I think off camera I'll do the rest of the half the farm, and then we'll do the power together, keeping the rats and everything. Ooh, I'll actually have to start that off camera for this little section over here, because this is going to spawn a crazy amount of rats now. But at least they can't come in now, because this time the farm is a proper farm. Unless they dig into the wall and then start digging down. But yeah, we did a ton this episode. I showed you how I'm going to connect the blade traps. I showed you the farm and what I intend to do. So if you guys like this episode, please like and share with your friends. If you have any comments or tips or feedback for me on the design, what I could do better, leave that down below. And if you guys are new to this channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button for more of this content. See you guys next time.